This video is sponsored by Dan J Music. Passing Time, out now. Hey guys, it's Daniel Dan J, and today I'm back with another video. As you've seen by the title, I'm talking about 5 tips which I wish I knew before starting medical school. Obviously, if you've been around for a bit of time, I did one of these in 2020, but the world's changed a lot since that video came out. I think that was the middle of the pandemic, or my first video that I made in the pandemic. And also, I've changed because that was literally in 2nd year and now I'm in 5th year. So quite a bit of time's passed and I've got a new list, or a slightly modified list. So let's begin. So my first one would be find a pattern. Obviously, it's a new environment. University is completely new if you are just starting out from A levels. So being able to find a pattern that works for you within university, waking up styles, because no one's there to wake you up and no one's really checking for you all that much, especially in 1st year, for whether you go to things or not. You need to be able to find a pattern, strike a balance between the things that you love to do outside of the course and the things that you do on the course. Obviously, that's different for some. I think it took me like a year and a half to find a real pattern. I kind of was on autopilot for a lot of it and I did what I had to do, but I don't feel like I had a sort of pattern, and everything was kind of random of how it went, whether that was studying, going to things, rereading notes, going to lectures, all of that sort of stuff. Being able to find a solid pattern is a great way to get yourself ahead. Number 2, moving on to finding a pattern, is go to things. So I'd say I went to quite a few things at the start of medical school. Nowadays, I'd still go to quite a few things, but I feel like I dropped off in 2nd year, especially. I'd say when you first start at university, medicine, other course, whatever, you should try to go to everything pretty much. If you can, you might have been partying the night before, wake up, drink that energy drink, go do your 1-hour lecture, go home and sleep for the rest of the day if you want. But being able to find these little gems of knowledge at the start will help you, and it'll also give you a feeling for how you're able to study as well, because for some people, sitting in a lecture hall for an hour is not all that great for them, and maybe sitting at home, better concentration just by themselves, and you're able to get more notes done, or the speed of the lecturers might be too quick for you, so you can slow down the lectures, that sort of thing, and that might work more for you. But the only way you're going to know is by going to things. So number 3 is experiment when revising. So when I first started at university, all I had was the revision styles from A levels, mind maps, taking notes and rereading them, rereading the textbook, that sort of thing. I think in A-level times, these can be some good techniques. They're sort of like mid-tier, but when you get to university, you kind of need something better, especially when you do a course like medicine, where you need to learn a lot of facts. You can't just reread the textbook, because you're going to have to read loads of textbooks to get through them. And at university, textbooks aren't even worth your time in terms of buying them. Maybe revising now, but we're in more of a digital age where you can find most things on YouTube or on Past Medicine. Past Medicine, please sponsor me. So I'd say experiment with some different revision styles. Get on that Anki. There's a video up here or up here. Check it out. It's just me explaining how to use Anki, getting started, because I'd say one of the top tier revision techniques is spaced repetition and active recall. And Anki just does that for you. So it will use its algorithm to space out your cards correctly, and it can literally space your cards till the end of time, whatever, depending on how well you know a fact. Or experiment with things like the Cornell method, which is another way of active recall. Obviously, you then have to space your repetition yourself, but that can be good as well. Mind maps can be great for mapping out different conditions and how things link together. But ultimately, in the end, going back and reading over your notes is actually a very low-level revision style that doesn't really pan out when you're trying to get those higher marks at university. Number 4, this is more to do with the people and less to do with the course. I'd say take early comments from people with a pinch of salt. You don't even know who these people are at the end of the day. Some people just love capping, they love lying, they just big themselves up or big up what they're doing. They'll be like, yeah, after that lecture, I went and studied for 7 hours. Then I don't know, I went out for another 10, and then I had 8 hours of sleep and I got up and had a great day. First of all, those numbers don't even add up to 24, so okay. But essentially, early on, a lot of people can make it seem like they're doing more than they actually are, or they're doing better than they actually are, because people want to seem outwardly that way. I guess it happens in all life. But at university, when you're starting a new place and you don't really know how to tell what's true from what's false and how people are actually working, and you don't really know people's characters yet, it's easy to fall into the trap of, oh, I'm not doing enough, and how are they doing so much more than me? How do they have all this time? And essentially, just by taking some early comments with a pinch of salt and just, I guess, being able to filter out the good stuff and the bad stuff can really help you in terms of mentally, physically. It can just help out with the course. And number 5 related to that is chill out. A lot of people feel like they might have imposter syndrome by the time they get to medicine. There's a reason you're here. You're not an imposter, and obviously those comments can make you feel like an imposter. You can be like, this person is studying this way, they're doing all this stuff, and I'm not doing that, so how am I here with them? But you're obviously meant to be here, that's why you're here. So just take it easy, be chill, just enjoy yourself whilst you're at university, because that's the main thing. Being able to enjoy is definitely the main thing in life. You definitely want to be able to enjoy your course, because then you want to be able to enjoy your career later on in life as well. So thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up, and also subscribe down below if you're new around here. Weekly videos on this channel, so press the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming out. Whoa, had to refilm this outro because it didn't work. And also check out my latest single, Passing Time, if you haven't already. It's the first link down in the description. Great song, probably playing in the background of this video at certain points, and I'll talk to you in the next video.